Hello, my name's John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr. Welcome to my channel. I hate to tell you all this, but I'm really getting sick and tired of making videos. I probably made 1,000,000 of these damn videos trying to share my story. Hello, Chris. How you doing? Oh, and Carol. Still hot here in Bullhead City. It's going to be hot till next month. It's almost 7 o'clock at night, and I think it's like 102 or 3 degrees outside. Yeah, I got so much to do, but it's just so dang hot to do anything. I just tried to go live on here, and I forgot to turn on my camera, and it was just sitting there spinning and spinning, and I'm like, what the hell did I do wrong this time? Yep, forgot to turn on the camera. Thank you so much for joining my channel. Like I was just saying, I'm getting really tired. When you're sitting on the couch and you think, I really need to make a video, and then you say, like, I don't want to frickin' make a video. But then you got, like, I got to make a video. Oh, hello, Kathy. So nice to see you, and Jeannie. Yeah, you get that humid there in Florida. It actually rained on and off here all week last week, but it was still in the hundreds. So it made it kind of humid. It rained one morning really, really hard. And the lot next to me turned into a little lake. And then after the storm went away, it all soaked into the ground pretty fast because the ground was so dry. But it's dry, sandy desert dirt here. But thank you guys for joining my live. It's church day. I got a lot of hate on my mind. I really, really do, from haters. I keep seeing one guy pop up, one gal pop up saying I'm a freaking robot. She's got the sketches of me all, with lines to my face and my ears, and say only a robot would have that shit going on. Hey, Paul. Nice to see you guys on this Sunday afternoon. I was just in there thinking, what am I going to have for supper? And then I realized I bought a day-old pizza from the supermarket, one of those home-baked ones. It was like $6 for a great big huge pizza. So I think I'm going to throw that in there. I would say that's good, Carol, that she's hating on you and not me, but she don't need to be hating on nobody. Get tired of these haters for trying to tell the truth and get the truth out there. But yeah, I ain't never seen nothing like it. And then people say, I get all these comments that I'm a meth head and every other thing. Rain's nice. It actually is. It rained so hard here the other night, though. I think we actually got 2 inches. All the flash flood warnings were beeping. And I got an ashtray out front. It's actually a big metal flower pot. But I throw my cigarette butts in there. And there was like 2 inches of water in it. So I'm thinking we got about 2 inches of rain overnight. We had a little river running down the street here. And like I said, the mailboxes get flooded where you don't even want to go check the mail or anything, but it dries up real fast. It does. But I was just outside wondering what I could do, and it's like I said, 100 and something degrees out still, and I'm like, I'll just come in, do a video, cook some dinner. Me with my heart failure, I'm tired a lot. Sometimes, I don't have no nighttime schedule, especially when it's so hot here during the day and you can't do anything. You end up taking naps. But it makes me tired a lot. It does. Since I'm still alive, can I trouble you for my wrench back? Dixie, I have no idea what you're talking about. I haven't borrowed a wrench from not too many people lately. Please explain yourself. That's a good one. But I'm glad you're alive. Yeah, and the sad part is with all the medicine I eat, I bleed a lot. Sometime I'll have to show them that I'm actually a human being with red blood that comes out of my body. My mod wrench. I don't know how that works on here. I don't know what's going on. But I get you. I'm gonna have to go on this thing and figure it all out again and see what's going on. Yeah, a lot of people the other day couldn't make comments. I got that from I don't know if it was Facebook because I do both of them sometimes at the same time, YouTube and Facebook. Well, hello, Darlene. But yeah, I was on one of the sites and everybody kept saying I can't comment. But I could see all the comments that people said I can't comment. But it's nice to see you all joining my channel tonight. It's nice to see I'm getting a lot of love comments, not a lot of hate comments. I'm sharing my story about corrupt government. The corrupt government doesn't want my story out. If you can imagine my story being bigger than the Epstein files, you can imagine how hard it is to get a story out. Just like the Epstein files, how hard is it for them to do that when you got so many people not wanting to release them? And my files, and I'll call them my files about all the murders. And I don't know why my face looks so red. Let me play with this thing for a minute. I got another sty in my eye. Not that I should be mentioning it, but I get these styes in my eyes and I end up having to land some, and it's crazy because one week it'll be one eye and the next week it'll be the other eye, but I've had them going on my whole life. And I made a video last year and somebody's like, pee on it. It's like, hey, I tried it. It didn't work. Hey, Jimmy, stick around, would you? I love assholes like you. I really do. Because you can't prove me wrong. All you could do is prove me right. Because you can't prove the truth isn't the truth. But the only one here is fake is you. So stick around, leave some more in your comments, and show the world what a real asshole you are. I am in Bullhead City, Arizona. But I think the only one tweaking here is you. Can't handle the truth. You support our corrupt government. Everybody knows our corrupt government is corrupt. So what do you got against me sharing my truth? When I'm out here trying to help the veterans and help the children that get molested and kidnapped and every other thing. Well, that's great. I have no the fuck. I don't care if you know who I am. And I'm not your homie. There you go. You could Google my address too if you really want to. If you have the balls to come over and confront me. You say you know exactly who I am and where I am. I'm in Bullhead City, Arizona, and I got a nice little garden hose out there out front where I can wash off the stain you leave when you get here. Come on, Jimmy. Come say hi. You know, Jimmy, the FBI and our Secret Service aren't allowed to talk to me. So you know what that means? Come see me. Straight up. I invite you to my home. And then you can tell everybody that I'm not an alien. Well, hello. Yeah, you preach it. It's church day. I just had to go to Jimmy's channel. He has absolutely no information whatsoever. I'm not an alien, definitely not an alien. There's been a lot of people flying to see me. A lot of wonderful people I've met, and they know I'm no alien. Actually, we went out to lunch. Well, maybe they don't. I don't know. But yeah, Mary Maxwell flew in a couple times here, and we talked, and she wrote a book, The Historian's Tale. Mary Maxwell, she flew in to prove me wrong is what she did, and she ended up writing a book to share my story. And yeah, this time we're living in right now isn't time to be no pussy. It really ain't. It's not. And to me, it's all about getting the truth out and exposing these criminals, these pedos. And with that said, I got a lot of friends that I'm meeting. I had a few friends, but I never really trusted people too much. And a lot of the people that I did trust now and supported me before I really started sharing my story, and while I was sharing my story in the beginning, are not alive any longer. My son, he was one of my best friends. We shared everything together, and he's not alive here. A lot of these people, I wish they were alive so they could share the feeling when we get the truth out of what's really, really going on. But I have a lot of friends, and here's the thing with me. I know our government is a piece of shit. Everybody in our government, to me, is a piece of shit. Straight up. From the Clintons to the Obamas to the frickin' Trumps. They're all scumbag losers working for the cabal. I know this. My father, my family members were murdered. I want justice. I want to get my story out. And these people hinder me from doing that because I'm exposing these people for what they did and the money they steal and the bullshit they tell you. And but I get a lot of you know, my whole life, you meet people on the street and talk to them about politics and shit like that, and they're like, yeah, our government's a bunch of fucking criminals. They're all losers. But now you got Democrats, you got Republicans. They're dividing this country. They're all fighting. They're thinking Donald Trump is gonna bring this fucking country down so hard. Everything he does. See, here's my thing. I know the government, whether you're a Democrat, whether you're so-called Republican, but it's all the same. They're told what to do. But whether you're a Bill Clinton or an Obama or you're a Trump, it's the same bullshit. It really is. To me, I know the crime ring. I've met them all. I have. But I get people that support Donald Trump. I get people that support Obama. But these people are trying to divide us. Just because people support Donald Trump, to me, it's like you're just uneducated. You don't know what I know. Straight up, you don't know the crime ring involved. You know, it's just like any other criminal gang, and it's in our government, and they're controlling us. But I'm not gonna. You know, if I have a friend, and Dr. Kia Pruitt, she's wonderful. I love her. She supports Donald Trump, but we can still do an interview. I still love her, but I know she's wrong in supporting Donald Trump because I know the truth. And that's not going to make me not love her any more than I do. She's wonderful. She's full of energy. She should be speaking out like crazy. But we have our differences, but it's all good. But these people are trying to divide everything. See, to me, and I don't even like making videos, talking politics. The Democratic Party, though, in my eyes, they're the side that put it right there in front of you. No bullshit. We're going to fuck you. We're the Democratic Party. We're going to take your money and we're going to give it to somebody. We're going to be, there's a Democratic Party in my eyes. We're going to be your banker. You pay your taxes. You pay us. And we're going to give it away whichever way we see fit. We're going to frickin' spend $10 million to see if a turtle shell will hold up under gunfire or whatever the fuck stupid reason they got. You know, there's all kinds of stupid reasons they have, as a Democrat. They really do. I mean, they have a few good ones, but most of them, to me, are stupid. That's the Democratic Party. But they don't hide it. They say, yeah, we're going to take your money and we're going to do all this stupid shit with it. And thank you for your support. But then you have the Republican Party. You have the, you know, the man that stood up and went like this. We're going to get fucking even. Photo op. 9/11. You all know that was George Bush, right? How many of you really believe that scenario now? I can tell you about that scenario, how 9/11 was rigged by the same party that stood up and said, we're going to get even with them people. They have nukes. They're going to fuck us up. Let's get even. Okay. And then you have the man, Donald Trump, that put ketchup on his ear for the photo op right before the election. Staged. It's all fake. But anyway, you got that Republican Party, and they're doing nothing but lying to you. So you got one party that puts it out there. We're going to take your freaking money and we're going to give it away. We're going to make all of us rich. You know, any one of us has a $30 million bank account, but we're going to take your poor people's money and we're going to give it to whoever the fuck. So that's the Democratic Party. But then you got the Republican Party, and they fucking lie to you like crazy. We're going to help you. That's what they say. Just like a crackhead comes into your house, steals all your shit. This is a great example because I felt sorry for many homeless people and had homeless people stay with me when I could have a place myself to stay. And then they steal from you. And then they tell you, well, hey, you pay me, I'll help you find your stolen goods when they stole it from you in the first place. And then they'll go out around the neighborhood and come back and say, I couldn't find out who stole your shit, but I'd still like to get paid. Crazy. But they're the ones, and there's so many examples of how they're lying to you. Okay, tariffs is a big one. Because if you go to the grocery store and look around, you don't even have to look around. Just put a few items in your cart and go through the checkout. Nothing's got better. The farmers are going broke. The shit in the store has doubled in some places because a tariff is charging you, not the other country, because everything gets put back on the consumer. Everything gets put back on the consumer. Hello. So Donald Trump's sitting there saying, we're going to charge China. Okay. Well, who's China charging to make up for that loss? Us. So that's one lie. They're telling you, oh, they're helping bring all this money in when they're taking it from us to bring it into them, to give it away. It's all a crime ring. And the lies, they say, oh, gas is $1.99. I heard Trump say that, and I was looking, well, I don't know where he gets these numbers from. How about the health care and every other? They lie to you. So you got one party, which is the Democrats, and they're just right out there saying, we're going to fuck you, so give us your money. Taxes are going up, and we're going to take everything you got and give it away to whoever we want. But then you got the Republicans saying, we're going to take your money, but we're not really taking your money. We're giving it back to you. Blah, 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 blah. It's all the same crap. Yeah, that's right. We're just going to have to work harder to get this new book out. Robin was reading it. Robin, where's that new book? Sue sent me a copy. It took quite a while to get here. They love hindering us. You know, the federal government is in charge of all that. Amazon. So look at that picture of me and my father side by side. Quest for Justice. Can't wait. I can't wait. Robin's been reading it. She's still got a way to go. We just got it the other day. But Amazon will not publish that book, but there's plenty of publishers out there. And one of Sue Greenwald's wonderful. She ordered 1,000 copies. She's going to send me a bunch of copies. So that's in the next few weeks. But Sue is awesome. She's volunteered many, many hours to have me on interview after interview after interview. And I mentioned to her one day, I said, Sue, you know, we've done, it seems like hundreds of videos, spent hundreds of hours talking with each other. How about putting a book together? And she was like, yeah, that's a great idea. And so that's book 3. So you got my first book. Read the reviews on Amazon. A lot of people, I get a lot of hate. Stolen identity. This is, Google it, please, because then it goes into the search engines. But read the reviews on Amazon. You can tell the haters. You can tell the Donald Trump supporters. You can tell the people that bought the book, purposely leave a 1-star review. But then you can see all the other truthful comments of what people really think of this and what I've had to live through. And like I was saying, Mary Maxwell, she flew in here to prove me wrong. I met with her. We went out, had dinner. She ended up staying a few days the first time. I think she's been here 3 times to meet with me so far. And she's gave hundreds of books away. This book has been sent to Donald Trump. All the books have been sent to Donald Trump. All the books have been sent to Congress. All the books have been sent to the news agencies and every other thing. But it's organized crime, people. and they have all been bought out. Fox News, CNN, they're all working for the same cabal Trump works for. Fox News is really bad. Fox News is, I think he's got to go out. Bubba, I love that guy. He starts pacing the floor, you know he's got to go potty, which is great. I forgot where I was. Anyway, The Historian's Tale. This is on Amazon too. If you bought it, leave a review for Mary Maxwell. This is a beautiful Mary Maxwell right here. She's done a lot in her lifetime, but she came right here to Bullhead City, Arizona, Laughlin, Nevada, and she's like, I'll write a book. I would love to write a book. So there you go. That's that one. If you're unfamiliar with MK Ultra and the government control, mind control, the war weapons of mind control, she's got it in that book. You'll learn something. Then me and Sue got this one. This is the third one. It's coming out. If me and Sue have to sit here mailing book after book after book, we'll do it. Mary Maxwell has spent thousands of dollars giving the books away. She sent me, at least 100 books to give away. When people buy a pendant, I usually autograph a book and send it with the pendant. And if you do purchase one of these pendants of my book, Stolen Identity, it's all for the donation to pay my bills, which is awesome. King Smarty sent me some wonderful stuff. I love King Smarty's merchandise. This is a cool blue necklace from the King. And smartyscorner.com. Check them out. King Smarty's into frequencies, healing, and that vibration stuff for healing. He's a wonderful guy, heart of gold. Check out smartyscorner.com. Well, thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. Thank you for the kind words on my book. Well, thank you, Kathy. I really doubt it will do any good for sending a book to Donald Trump. It'll probably just get thrown in the trash, but at least we could say he got one. I'm exposing why I don't like government. They killed my family. Straight up. You all know they killed my father. And some people don't even get it. Oh, your father's still alive. There was a body double in the car. But no, my father was shot. You get a lot of spin from the haters, from the Republican side mostly, from the haters. And why did they do that? Why did the Q movement come out, start spreading the Q movement? Why did the JFK people start coming out saying John Kennedy Jr. is still alive? And I can set you straight on all that. The Q movement came out because I came out. And a lot of it has to do with the Trump organization not wanting my story out. They don't want this out. They don't want you to hear it. We're being suppressed. It's so hard to try to get a viewer to hear my story. I'm John Kennedy Jr. My loved ones were killed by people in our government. All the billions were stolen. Our FBI is a crime ring. Our Secret Service is a crime ring. It's all controlled. The big prize is the United States government. Once you have the power of a president sitting in office, you can get away with frickin' murder. There is no police to police these people. There's none. You can get away with murder, and that's what they do. They are a criminal organization. They are untouchable. They really are. Unless somebody like me stands up and say, hey, we got to do something about these untouchables, but there is no police to police them. And how long do you think they're going to get away? You think they're in the makings of making fake Epstein files to this very minute? How about the JFK files that you thought were the real ones that were released? They were so fake. They had 6 months to release them. And they're all bullshit, people. That's why I'm wondering if even the Epstein files are going to be the real ones and not burned in a freaking burn barrel and then new ones made up. They say, oh, Donald Trump wasn't involved. Not at all. He was an FBI agent. How fucking insane is that? So an FBI agent for 15 years, or 14 years, or whatever it was allowing little chick. There you go. If he was, the FBI was allowing it to happen, which they were, because it's a CIA operation. I can guarantee you Epstein was CIA. I can guarantee you John Gotti was CIA. All the criminals put together, yeah, they all work for the same crime ring. But, well, thank you, Ken. I appreciate that so much. Trump is the ringleader, but he's the ringleader in public. There's still people behind the scenes that put people like Trump, blackmail people like Trump, blackmail people like Epstein, and somewhere along the line they screw up and piss these people off. I had a handler named Wayne. My whole entire life, I had a handler named Wayne. But being under government MK Ultra, I might have thought it was Wayne, but it wasn't really Wayne. But the things I saw Wayne do and get away with, crazy. People like Wayne can take a whole family, women, children, fathers, and make them disappear. Go into their house, pull up the white vans, make everybody freaking disappear. And guess what, people? The next thing you're doing is feeding these people to your dog out of a can that says dog food on it. Yeah. Shit like that scares the fuck out of me. Really does. Because I knew all this before I started coming out. Yeah, I've seen the crimes they get away with in government. I kind of poop myself a little bit every time the Secret Service comes to town. Yeah, think about it. When there is no police to police these people, they get away with murder. And I've seen it over and over and over again. Just remember that story I said, pop the can. Come here, puppy. I forgot that guy's name at the beginning of this here. I think he took a hike. There's so much I want to say, but there's so much I can get. Oh, Jimmy. That's right. Jimmy Frank. Some people like Jimmy get fed to dogs and cats. Jimmy's gone. Love you, brother. Henry has found out so much information on so much stuff. He's a wonderful, wonderful, intelligent man. And I consider him my brother. Join him on Facebook. He's awesome. And that's Curtis Lowe, I believe. Let's see here. Put your Facebook information on here, brother, and let's get you built up to 10,000 followers. That's if you want to. He's awesome. There you go. Curtis Lowe on Facebook, everyone. Follow Henry on Facebook, Curtis Lowe, and let's get him built up to make some noise and roar and get the story out. Follow each other. Everybody needs to follow each other so we can unite and stand up. We are all hacked, and I make an anti-Trump post. I don't believe in government. They're all a bunch of scumbags. And I'll make a post, but I'll get all the haters. But I'll share a post that has hundreds of thousands of views, and I get the haters concentrated on me. These